Hi, my name is Shelly, and I am a master's student at Prescott College in the Resilient and Sustainable Communities program. This semester, I did an independent study called Yoga as a Foundation for Community. And so as part of that, I'm offering this 45-minute practice with the intention to help strengthen the immune system while also simultaneously calming the nervous system. And really, my intention is to offer a practice that will help you cultivate a sense of inner peace and well-being as we are all collectively going through these uncertain times. So this practice will include both asana and pranayama. Asana means yoga postures, and what these do is help open up the energy pathways within our body. And then pranayama, the breathwork techniques, help pump this vital life force energy through the body in the open channels that we have created by our asana practice. So for this practice, you will ideally want to have a mat and something like a blanket to set under you so that when we're sitting, you can have your knees be either level or slightly below your hips rather than above. And with that, let's begin. All right, so start by finding a comfortable seat with your folded blanket underneath you. And as you're here in this seat, bring your awareness to the base of the tailbone, rooting down as the crown of your head reaches up towards the sky, allowing your awareness to come to your spine as it extends long in two directions. Here is the vertical axis of the center of your being. And as you breathe, feel free to gently close your eyes as you notice what it feels like here in this space, this center, this core of who you are. And as you breathe, starting to tune into the horizontal axis of the center of your being. So along this vertical axis of the spine, feel your awareness come down into the center of your chest. And in this place, this crossroads between the horizontal and the vertical axis, notice what you feel as you breathe in. Notice the breath creating space in your lungs and your rib cage for your heart. And as you exhale, feel the heat that is being released as toxins, old carbon dioxide, everything that you no longer need leaves your body. And notice the prana, the vital life force energy that is coming in, riding your breath with each inhale, filling this space at the center of your chest. Taking one more deep breath. Next, place the hands along the sides, reaching through the fingertips and palms down towards the mat. And on an inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and the gaze comes between the palms. Slight back bend. Exhale, reach through the fingertips all the way down as the palms come down towards the mat. Again, inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale, release all the way down. One more time, inhaling the arms up overhead, gaze follows. This time, clasping the fingers, reaching the pointer fingers up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale here. Allow the shoulders to drop and gaze back behind the hands, finding a back bend. Inhale here and exhale back to center. From here, we'll take one more deep inhale, reaching through the fingertips, allowing the shoulder blades to drop. And as we exhale, taking a side bend over to the left. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale to the right. Inhale back up and exhale. Allow the hands to come through to heart center and exhale, release the palms to the knees. From here, we'll move through a few rounds of an organic seated cat and cow. So with the palms on the knees, on an inhale, we'll draw our chest forward and our shoulders back. And on the exhale, allow the shoulders to come forward, arching in the back as the chin drops into the chest. Inhale to open through the front and exhale to open through the back. Moving at your own breath pace, finding 3 more rounds of breath. And at your next inhale, coming back to center. From here, we're going to move into a pranayama technique called Kapalabhati breathing, or the breath of fire. This technique will help build heat in the body and burn out any toxins that are there, while also just increasing the overall amount of prana or vital life force energy that you're carrying within you. So for this technique, we'll come up onto our knees, and I will demonstrate first how it looks. We'll use our abdominal muscles to pump out short, sharp exhales, and the inhale will just kind of happen naturally. So it'll look like this. And so now let's practice this all together. We're going to bring our arms up over the head and allow the thumbs to come together as the fingertips curl down over the palms. I invite you to imagine a yellow or orange light emanating throughout the body, starting from the center of your stomach as you do this technique. So starting with a nice deep inhale and exhaling completely. This time we'll inhale for the Kapalabhati technique and exhale. Inhale and exhale completely. Inhale once more for the technique, and exhale. Inhale and exhale completely. And one last time for the technique, inhaling and exhale. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, and exhale to lower down, coming back to find our cross-legged position. From here, we'll bring the arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, Pointing the pointer fingers up towards the sky, really draw the low belly in here and lift the gaze up between the eyes, taking a nice deep inhale here, and we'll hold for 5 counts. Stretching up and exhale, release, allowing the palms to come face up on the knees. Feeling the energy that we just moved through this technique for a full round of breath here. From here, stretching the legs out to a V. We're gonna take the arms up overhead and then allow ourselves to fold forward, just coming to your own personal place of comfort here, allowing the toes to stretch back towards you, and taking a nice deep inhale, straightening out the back, rolling the shoulder blades down the back, and then exhale. If you can, start reaching the forearms down towards the mat, and then allow the chin to tuck into the chest, and we'll stay here for 5 deep breaths. An intense stretch to the back of the thighs and the entire back body. Slowly rising all the way up, coming back to center. Inhale the arms up overhead. We're going to find a spinal twist, and exhale, reaching the left arm behind the back as the right arm comes over the left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale to twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, the arms rise up overhead, and exhale, finding a spinal twist to the opposite side. Inhale, find length, and exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise up, coming back to center, and exhale, release. From here, we're going to start transitioning into a tabletop position. So we'll cross our legs, remove the blanket out from underneath of us, and then facing the front of our mat, plant the palms, and allow the knees to come directly below the hips with the wrists directly below the shoulders. Here in our tabletop position, you want to feel your spine, again, reaching long in 2 directions. So reaching from the crown of the head towards the front of your space and the root of the tailbone towards the back of your space. And from here, we're going to move into a few rounds of cat and cow. So on the inhale, chest lifts, gaze lifts. And on the exhale, arcing the spine and allowing the chin to tuck into the chest. Inhale, gaze lifts, heart lifts. And exhale, rounding. Moving through just one more round like this. Inhale and exhale. And from here, coming back to table and moving into whatever organic motions feel good for your body at this time. Maybe that's rolling around the spine, rolling the neck, making sure whatever you do that you're switching sides, making it even on both sides. Can come into a child's pose. Upward facing dog. Just really moving the energy around in your body and coming back to meet in tabletop. From here, we'll move into thread the needle, starting with the left side. Take the left arm up overhead and allow the gaze to follow. And then as you exhale, sweep it through underneath the right, allowing the left cheek to come and rest on the mat. From here, trying to make sure that your hips are parallel to the mat and just allowing yourself to melt into this deep shoulder stretch. If you'd like a little more stretch, you can take your right arm and start making circles behind you. Taking one more deep breath here. Planting the right hand, coming back up to center, maybe finding a counter stretch. Meeting in tabletop. Moving to the next side, bringing the right arm up overhead, gaze follows, exhale. Allow the right arm to sweep underneath the left as you rest on the right cheek and shoulder. From here, finding your alignment with your hips and taking a deep breath into the opening of your back and shoulders. Again, feel free to make circles with the left arm. Taking deep breaths into these spaces that we often don't move around as much in our daily life. Finding one more deep breath here. Exhale, plant the hand, press back into tabletop. From here, we're going to move into downward facing dog. And so with this pose, we're going to turn our bodies into an A-frame shape. So starting with a really solid foundation in the hands, pressing through the base of the fingertips, especially the index finger. Take a nice deep inhale here, curl the toes under, and press back so that your forearms are making a 45-degree angle. Take another nice deep breath here. And exhale, shoot the hips back and up as your heels are reaching down towards the mat. Taking a nice deep breath here, relaxing in the shoulder blades, drawing the low belly in and really melting through the heart. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. And on the next inhale, starting to tiptoe the feet forward, coming to the front of your mat and finding a half lift, allowing the spine to be flat and the crown of the head to reach forward as you roll the shoulder blades down the back. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale to find your forward fold, allowing the crown of the head to reach down towards the toes. Taking one full round of breath here, I invite you to grab a hold of opposite elbows and really just let gravity stretch out the whole back side of your body. On the next inhale, the arms rise all the way up overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Hands come to the side, Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, we'll move into tree pose by first really finding our solid foundation in Tadasana. So really planting through all 4 corners of the feet with the feet hips distance or less apart, grounding down through the lower part of the body as you feel with each inhale that you're lifting through the upper half. Take a moment here to draw the low belly in as you reach your tailbone down towards the mat. Feeling as if you have a string pulling from the top of your head, reaching your crown up towards the sky. Taking one full deep breath here in mountain pose. Starting to move into tree pose, take your left foot and come up onto the ball of the toes. From here, rotate the hips at a 90-degree angle and allow the sole of the foot to rest on your standing leg. This is a perfectly good place to stay if this is where you find the most comfort and ease. And taking a nice deep breath here, if you feel balanced, you can start to bring the sole of your foot up to rest either on your calf or all the way up to the thigh. Really checking in that your hips are facing the front of your mat and that they're parallel with the earth. You can take your hands to heart center. One full round of breath here. One more deep breath. Bring your arms to whatever your unique expression of tree is today. One more deep breath in, stretching the arms up, and exhale, release back to mountain pose. Moving to the opposite side, bring your weight into your left foot. Allow the right toe to come up as you rotate 90 degrees from the hip socket. From here, if you'd like, you can bring your foot to rest on the calf or up to the thigh, bringing the hands to heart center, checking in with the alignment of the hips in relation to the mat. One full round of breath here. Next inhale, find your unique expression of tree. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, release, finding mountain pose. From here, we're going to move into a flow. So starting again in our mountain. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, swan dive to find forward fold. Inhale, find length in the spine, half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Crown of the head reaches down. Inhale, plant the palms and step back to plank. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bringing the knees down to the mat, bend the elbow and lower down. From here, moving into cobra pose, bringing the palms of the hands directly below the elbows. Pressing into the palms, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale here. And this time coming all the way into upward facing dog. Press through the palms, bringing the hips up off the mat. Allowing the heart and chest to open. And exhale, lower all the way back down. From here, bending in the knees and pressing back to a child's pose. Taking a few deep breaths here in child's pose. coming back up to tabletop. And then we'll curl the toes under and sit back on our heels. We're finding hero's pose. Bring hands to heart center and just breathe as you allow for this deep stretch to the toes and to the back of the feet. Taking 4 rounds of breath here. All right, coming up, release the toes. Palms come down to the mat. Take a moment here to roll the ankles, curl and uncurl the toes. Oftentimes, this pose is lovingly called broken toe pose because of how deep the stretch goes after just a few breaths. From here, we're going to move into another breathwork technique called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So at this time, I invite you to grab your blanket and place it back underneath your seat so that, again, you can have your hips below your ankle, or your knees below your hips. All right, so here we are in our comfortable seated position. And again, I invite you to bring your awareness to your spine. So Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, is a technique that helps to balance the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system and for the energy to flow equally through those channels. For this technique, we will take our right hand into Jnana Mudra, where we have our thumb and pointer finger meeting each other, and then taking our opposite hand and allowing the middle finger and pointer finger to come down as the ring finger, pinky finger, and thumb are facing up. So I'll demonstrate how this technique works. We'll take this hand position, which is called Mriki Mudra, and place it over our face. And then we'll take a nice deep inhale. And then before exhaling, allow the thumb to cover the left nostril so that you're exhaling simply through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left, and exhale right. Inhale right, and exhale through both. So we'll do this technique for about a minute, and if you have a stuffy nose or for any other reason you don't feel called to practice this technique at this time, simply feel free to put both hands in Jnana Mudra and find yourself in a comfortable minute-long meditation where you take nice, deep, slow breaths. And this will also help to calm and balance the nervous system. So, coming into Mriki Mudra, bringing our hands over our face, taking a nice deep inhale through both nostrils, covering the left nostril and exhaling through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Moving at your own breath pace, inhaling and exhaling. Wherever you are at, taking 3 more full rounds, inhaling, exhaling to the opposite side. And together, when we're ready, taking our final inhale through the left, releasing and exhaling through both nostrils. From here, taking a moment to just sit, closing the eyes, breathing deeply. Again, bringing our awareness to this place at the center of our chest, this crossroads between our vertical and horizontal axis. Feeling space in the heart with each inhale. And releasing any tension with the exhale. With the eyes softly closed, starting to imagine a glowing ball of bright light in the center of your chest. With each inhale, this ball glows brighter. And with each exhale, this ball starts to spin ever so slightly. Inhale, bringing a little more light into this space. And exhale, the spin becomes a little bit faster. Inhale, bringing in the light, the prana, the life force energy, and exhale. Allow this energy to move and circulate with this visualization of the spinning. Taking 3 more deep breaths like this. From here, coming down to our mat, taking the blanket out from under our seat, giving our knees a nice hug, stretching through the back body. Inhale and exhale. Allow yourself to come to lying on the back. Inhale to reach the arms all the way up overhead, taking a full body stretch, reaching through the heels and the fingertips. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest and give your knees a nice big hug here, rocking gently side to side. From here, bringing the palms together, reaching them straight through the knees, grabbing a hold of the outer edges of the feet, and coming into happy baby. In happy baby, reach the knees down along the sides towards the mat as the heels of the feet reach up towards the ceiling, and drawing the toes towards you with your hands as your elbows come down to meet the knees. Taking a nice deep inhale here and exhale. Inhale, gently start rocking side to side. Bringing fresh blood to the inside of the hip joint. Fresh oxygen, fresh prana. Taking one more deep breath here, and exhale, draw the soles of the feet together, allowing the feet to come all the way down to the mat as the knees splay out to either side. Roll the shoulder blades down the back one more time, bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Taking 3 deep breaths here. And now moving into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow both feet to stretch out long, allowing them to splay open to either side, resting the palms of the hands along the side, palms facing up to receive, to integrate, to allow the energy that you've moved to settle into your body. Taking one last time to roll the shoulder blades down the back and take your chin slightly tucked into the chest to find a length in the back of the neck. Nice deep inhale here, and exhale, release completely. Let go of every muscle in your body. Allow yourself to melt into this resting pose. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths, and just be for the next few minutes. This time is yours. I invite you to stay here in this resting pose for as long as feels good to you, allowing yourself to feel fully complete before coming out of this pose. And when you're ready to do so, simply start bringing your awareness to the tips of your fingers and your toes and bringing light, gentle movement into those spaces. And then allowing that movement to travel up into your ankles and your wrists. Just slowly waking up the body. Take a nice inhale and allow the arms to come up overhead, finding one last full body stretch. And exhale, rolling over onto either side, coming into a comfortable fetal position, feeling held and comfortable and safe. Resting here for as long as you would like. And when you're ready, pressing into the palms. Coming back to find a comfortable seat for just a moment more. Bringing the hands to heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude for your own body, for your mind, for your soul, for the unique being that you are. It's been an honor to guide you through this practice today, and I hope that it will help you find peace and joy and stillness amongst the constantly moving whirlwind that life can be.